All right, guys, welcome back to another Lightworks version 14 tutorial. Today we're going to kind of pick up where we left off last time. We had just imported the clips into our project contents from our SD card, and today what we're going to show you guys is how to move those clips from the SD card, or rather from the project contents, and now into the linear timeline. So we're just going to open up the project that we had already started on. And Lightworks version 14 starts out, it's got the 4 editing tabs. And what we're going to do is we're going to use these to show you what they're actually used for. This is one of the ways I've made sure that my children understand really what each one's for. Log is where you would import and insert your work. Edit is where you actually work on the things. You can see down here our linear timeline. And the easiest way to do this is, there's lots of ways you can do it. You could grab the clip and drag it over to the preview screen, and it'll drop directly into your linear timeline, and you can kind of grab it and put it back. Another way to do it is to double click on it, and that'll put it over here and create a new window. And what this does here is this allows us to watch each clip and then put in marks and out marks and then upload it that way. So if we were to say watch it through, I like to use the arrow keys. The arrow keys on the keyboard are probably our best bet because you can take it kind of frame by frame through there into hundredths of a second. So if I was going to show, this looks like they're doing an extreme close-up example. And really, it doesn't matter where I would like it. So I'm just going to take, I don't really like where it darkens up there. So I'm going to just put my in mark right where it starts in that place. Got a little weird facial expression here. I guess it doesn't really matter. So now we're just going to put our in mark at that point. And we're going to continue to watch the clip. And now as you see here, we've got a second line that's being created. That means that this clip is going to enter from this point to wherever I end up ending it at. In this case, we'll say we'll just put it right there, and then we'll put our out mark at that point. Now at this point, you can use one of these two buttons to use it, and we can either replace something or we can just simply insert it into our target sequence. So we're just going to go ahead and drop it in. And there is our video clip, and notice only that portion of it's going in. So that's one way to do it. It's a little more complex, that you can actually, you're only getting exactly what you want in there, and it saves you some time from editing later. What I like to do with my kids is have them basically just take the whole clip and drop it into their timeline wherever they want it to be, like this one for some reason. We're going to start this right at about 5 seconds, leave some gap at the beginning, just so that they can put a title card in there later on. Again, doesn't have to be extremely precise, but it does help. So we'll put it in there just right now, and we'll leave it at that point. Okay, so now that clip is in, and what I like to tell the kids to do is just like we would do normally if we were either video editing or whether we were using graphic cards to help manipulate this. What we're going to do is we're just going to just keep dropping them in one right after another, and we want to try and put them in the order that we want to use them in. Mostly it's some people call this blocking. I just like dropping them in there. It's a simple, easy way to do that. All right, and now they're already in my video in this linear timeline, and now they can be manipulated from this point. So I hope that helps, guys. I showed you 2 different ways on how to import your clips from your contents into your timeline, and we'll see you next time.